hello, hello. Hello, baby. Morning, sluts. My name is Maria, and you've guessed it, July is over. It's time for the wrap-up. And yes, my cat won't be joining us, sadly, today. I'm going to be talking about the 4 books I read in July. I know, it's not a lot. It's actually very little, but just please listen to me. The first book I read this month is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I found out about this book thanks to Kat, who is a booktuber. I love her. Hi, Kat. You're not watching this, but hello, nonetheless. A lot of the books that I read this summer are actually recommendations by other booktubers that I watch, so this might be a bit repetitive, I suppose. First of all, great book. I loved it. I don't know. It was very Tumblr-y. It reminded me of that time when I was like 16, 17 and kind of going through the motions that the characters are going through, like end of high school and thinking about the future and what they want to be. And I guess I didn't really connect to them on the level I was supposed to, and other people, did, because I just recently graduated from university, so I suppose I wasn't on the same wavelength, but I understood what it meant. It's not exactly the same thing, but it is, and I don't know. Basically, the book is about this girl whose name I can't remember because I'm a piece of shit, and I remember the guy's name. His name was Aled. Basically, the main character is this ambitious, hardworking girl. She studies a lot, and she wants to be the best of the best, and wants to get into a good university, and just get out of the little boring town she lives in and make name of herself one day. And aside from that, she's an artist, and her favorite thing in the world is this podcast called University, which is a very fun pun that I understood by the end of the book. By chances, somehow, weird coincidences, it turns out that her next door neighbor, Aled, is actually the creator, the voice behind University, and she finds out about it, and this beautiful, beautiful friendship blossoms, and there are a lot of other difficult subjects going on, and because of them, I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. I was on vacation when I read this book. I was on the beach, and Radio Silence is not a beach read. It's something you read on like a dull autumn night, cozied up with a cup of tea and your cat who wants to secretly kill you. And I didn't feel the atmosphere that I was supposed to feel. I don't know. I loved it all. Like, I have 0 complaints. I genuinely liked the book. It was a really nice book. Would I reread it? No, probably not, because it's a very heavy book. It tackles very heavy subjects, but also it tackles them in a way that it is perfect. It doesn't romanticize things. It doesn't, it's just good. Also, it's a friendship-based book. I don't know if this is a spoiler, and I already talked about it in my previous video, but I don't think we see enough books where the main plot of the book is just a friendship between 2 people, platonic relationship between a boy and a girl, and we don't see that enough, and I think this book delivers it perfectly. Second book, it is The Hating Game, and I love this book so fucking much. I cannot hate to love romance novels. They didn't exist until this book. This book invented them, okay? Sally Thorne. Oh my god, I love this. It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. Both characters are so fucking lovable. They're so amazing. So basically, it's about 2 people, Lucy and Josh, and they are arch nemesis. They fucking hate each other, okay? They work opposite one another, and they were forced to work together because their publishing companies merged, and they hate each other. They hate each other with a burning passion until they don't. And it's amazing. And I can't stress enough how much I love this book. I will recommend it till the day I die. It's one of my favorite books. And I don't have favorite books, okay? I don't have favorite things. I just generally like them or dislike them, or I'm just feeling meh about them. But this, first of all, the fucking cover. God, the cover. How good is it? Okay? I'm a graphic designer. I studied graphic design in school. Not my major, I studied as a subject, but it's what I want to do in life. And this book is going to be in my inspiration portfolio till the day I die. Till the day I retire, okay? It's such a fucking good cover. I can't, okay? And the writing is amazing. From the perspective of a writer, I noticed a lot of things, and I've noticed a lot of writers put details that are not very necessary to the plot, or they just don't put anything, and you're like confused, and you're like, okay, what the fuck are we doing? And I'm going to add that. I'm going to continue with that, and I'm going to talk about it in my third book. But I just have to talk about like the Hating Game a bit more. It's amazing. It made me genuinely very happy after reading Radio Silence. That made me feel a bit, sad-ish. Comes the Hating Game. And I'm beaming. I'm on the beach. I'm smiling like a lunatic. And my mom is like, why are you smiling? And I'm like, this book brought me to life. It was amazing. 10 out of 10 experience. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. No shit. I rated it because it is fucking good. The third book. Where do I start with this third book? The Failing Boyfriend by Casey fucking West. I think I found this book from a lovely, like, Laura recommendation video. I think I found it. Laura, I love you. I think you're very fun to watch, and I think you're amazing, and a lot of the books that she recommended, actually, I genuinely liked. Like, I'll Meet You There. I can't remember the author. She has a very tricky last name. I think it's Greek. But that book was great. This one, I regret spending money on it. It's awful. It literally reads like a Wattpad novel. And there are some Wattpad novels that are actually well written. There aren't many, but they exist somewhere in the depths of the site. And this one, it is. I wouldn't be surprised if I found Wattpad production somewhere in it, because this book is terrible. First of all, I hate that I was drawn in by the cover. I just really like the font and the way it's made. And I was like, oh, it looks cute and quirky, and it's fun. It has the fake boyfriend aspect, and I love when something is fake. I love when relationships are built on like hate to love, or you're going to pretend to be my boyfriend, and the boyfriend is like, fine, okay, let's pretend to be dating, and they're fine. And I genuinely felt that it would be that kind of a book. But it's so fucking boring. The main character is so unrelatable. She's so fucking vapid. I get that there's like a tiny bit of a character development in the end, but I want to make a whole separate video raging about this book because it brought me so much anger. Literally, like, all the joy that was brought to me from the Hating Game was just replaced, like, plucked away from me and replaced by Casey West and her poor little popular rich girl, Gia Montgomery. Oh, god damn it. Should I unhold this? I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do with this. I can't, like, sell it to somebody. Can I sell this to somebody? Is there someone who actually enjoys reading this book? What's it about, you want to know? So the main character is named Gia Montgomery. She's vapid as they come, and she has a boyfriend that's like 4 years older than her. Get this, she is 17 and he's like 22. And what the fuck is a 22-year-old doing? Dating a 17-year-old. I don't know. I don't want to know. Whatever. It's creepy. So he dumps her. He dumps her like 15 minutes before prom. And she wanted him to come because she wanted to prove a point to her arch nemesis, Jules. And to be honest, the writer did one thing good, and that thing was making us hate Jules because I fucking hated her. She finds this guy lurking in the parking lot. She's like, "Hey, do you want to be my fake boyfriend?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And he comes like 15 minutes later, and he comes by and she introduces him as like her boyfriend. It's a sucky book. Like, she gets caught in a lie, whatever. It's a bad book. I think, I can't remember how I rated it. I think I rated it like 1 out of 5 stars. Maybe I gave it 2 because I felt generous or something. Like, it made me laugh twice. But yeah, definitely would recommend. Definitely. The fourth and final book that I read is called From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. Zapata? Let me just prop myself and sit down and talk to you about this book and how much I loved it. It snuck up on me. I don't know. It's a slow burn book. It's a very, very slow burn book. And I found this book through Chandler Ainsley, who is one of my favorite booktubers. She said, it's a slow burn, but when they get it going, oh boy, they get it going. And oh my god, I fucking love this book. Guys, it made me believe in love again. When I cannot stress enough how much I love this book. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars, despite the fact that in the beginning I wasn't too much into it. But like by page 70, I was like, holy shit, I'm into this. I didn't do anything. I didn't watch my shows. I didn't write. I was like, I do not care. This book is the best thing that has happened to the world, to the humankind, to the world, just the world in general. Okay, if this book had the ability to bring world peace, it would have had, because it's such a fucking good book. Okay, I loved this book so much. Okay, I don't know if I love it more than I love The Hating Game. I love it. It's amazing. Recommended. What is it about, you ask? I'll tell you right now. Book of Love is a romance novel. It's a new adult romance novel. I just realized that I didn't mention the genres of the other books. It doesn't matter. Does it matter? Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because all it matters is this book is fucking amazing. That's right. It's amazing. The main character's name is Jasmine, and she comes from a really big family, and she's an ice skater. She's a professional ice skater, and she has an attitude. I genuinely thought she would be a little bit like, sweetheart and this and that, but I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that she was a bad bitch. She was rough around the edges. Why did I say edges? Edges, and I loved her. And there was Ivan, who was, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was put off by like males for the longest time, but after reading Mariana Zapata's novels, I'm like, I guess I do like myself a 6'5" guy with broad shoulders. And basically, these two pair up to be partners. It is also a hate to love relationship. I'm seeing a pattern. I'm sensing a pattern. Somebody hate me so I can love them. But the point is, oh god, it's such a good book. I realize I'm not good at explaining the books, but I think my overall excitement about this is just enough. They've always been arch nemesis. They've hated each other, or so Jasmine thinks, and they're paired up to skate together, and they bond, and they form this beautiful partnership and relationship. And they figure out like things about each other that they didn't figure out before. It's putting me to tears. Romance truly isn't dead. And I need someone to love me. Okay, can somebody please love me, because my heart is aching. It's a very slow but good read. If you have patience for a slow burn novel, this one is for you. Mariana Zapata writes slow burns. I think they're even slower than Jane Austen novels. Like, you thought it took a long time for like Mr. Darcy and Lizzie to kiss. Well, these guys, it takes them a while too, like a lot more. That's for the July wrap up. I know this was a bit short. I'll try to read a lot more books in August, although I'm not making any promises. Thank you for watching. My name is Maria, and I'll try and read more books in the future.